Okay, family, I'm back. As you can see, we've got our meat sauce going. We've got our ground beef. We've got our sausage. We've got our onions, our green peppers, our garlic. Um, we've added our crushed tomatoes, and now the sauce is just about ready. We've also added a few bay leaves and a couple of secret sauces. All right. We're now just about ready to actually build our lasagna. Okay. We'll let this cook for another 2 or 3 minutes, and we'll put it together. All right. Y'all hang on. Y'all stay tuned, and we'll be right back with you. Okay. We'll be right back. Okay, family, the meat sauce is just about ready, but we're going to do something to cut down just a little bit on that sharp tomato taste. We're going to add ourselves just a little bit of turbinado sugar. Not much, okay? Not too much to where it's going to affect the flavor. We're just cutting down on the sharpness on those of the tomatoes. Okay? That's all we're doing. So now that we've added that, let's give it a quick taste and see where we are. That's touchdown. That's perfect. We can take it off the heat at this point. Okay? I don't think you can get any better. So now we're actually going to get into building of the lasagna. Okay? So what we'll do, we'll preheat our oven up to 400. Okay? Get it started. All right. So, like I said, I went ahead and did a couple of things ahead so that this video wouldn't be longer than what it actually should be. All right. So we've got our meat sauce. We've got our lasagna noodles, which I went ahead and did earlier. And we'll get our ricotta cheese. All right. So I'm going to grab that and we'll put your lasagna together. Show you what it looks like. All right. Okay, family. These are my lasagna noodles that I went ahead and pre-cooked. As you can see, they have a little bit of oil on them so that they don't stick together. That's not something that you really want. All right. So, in order to get this the way that it should be, layer it the way that it should be, we're going to start by putting just a touch of tomato sauce on the bottom. All right. Okay. Touch tomato sauce on the bottom so nothing really sticks. Probably not going to stick that well. It's probably not going to stick anyway because of the that non-stick cook spray that I put on earlier. All right. So we'll get that. Okay, just spread it around a little bit. I think I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I think I'm gonna cheat. Because, yeah, I think I'll put me a little meat sauce on the bottom. Okay? Put just a little bit of that meat sauce on the bottom. Okay? Make it look good. Okay? That's it. Nothing fancy. Okay? Now, we'll take our noodles and we'll put them down just like that. Okay? We'll layer them across just like that. Okay? Don't be afraid. You ain't gonna hurt these noodles, I promise you. I mean, they're already cooked. What more can you do to them? Okay? Lay them across the bottom like that. Now, these noodles still have starch on them, so they will try and stick together. All right? But if you oil them, then you shouldn't have any problems with them sticking. All right? So, now, after you get that, I like hitting it with a layer. You know what? We'll hit it with a layer of ricotta first. Hit it with a layer of ricotta, then we'll hit it with a layer of mozzarella cheese, and that's how we'll do it. Okay? So we'll take a little bit of ricotta, just like that. Okay? Okay, go across there just like that. Okay? Alright. Now, like I said, I use ricotta. A lot of people like using cottage cheese. Ricotta tastes better in my book, so that's why I'm using it. Alright. Now that we've got that layer of ricotta, we're going to come right behind it. Going to come right back with that layer of mozzarella. All right. All right. Now, I don't really think that there's a set way to do this. Okay? Okay? Now, so now that we've got that, hey, it's time to hit it with that meat sauce. Okay? That meat sauce is still good and hot. And it's probably going to melt your mozzarella. But that's okay, it's going to melt anyway. Alright? So, I mean, even when you put it in the oven, I'll pull that bay leaf out of there because you can't eat that. Okay? So now that okay. Now we'll simply go back with a layer of noodles. That's all. That's how we're going to do that. Okay? I'm doing your ricotta, mozzarella, meat sauce. And that's the way it goes until you are completely done. Okay? Now, on this next run, I'm going to do something just a touch different. I'm going to add some of that tomato sauce. Okay? Now, I'm being real careful with these lasagna noodles because I don't want them to tear more so than what they already have during their own cooking process. I'm trying to preserve them as much as possible. Okay? So that's kind of why I'm babying them a little bit. But when they go in that oven, I promise you, they're gonna cook. I mean, after about an hour 15 minutes, these will be completely done. I cooked them to just before al dente, which means they're not quite done yet. Okay? They're not quite done. I mean, it still has to have that oven time. So, all right. So, now, there we go with that. All right, now I'm going to take this tomato sauce, just a simple tomato sauce, and layer, okay, and layer it. That's all. Nothing fancy, nothing to ask me, whoa, Chef Mike, what's this all about? It's just tomato sauce. That's all it is. Okay? And we're going to layer it just like that. Yeah, I'm layering it as a precursor to my meat sauce. Like I said, there's no scientific way to layer your lasagna. This is just the way that I want to do it. Now, if you want to do it a specific way, then you be my guest. Okay? Have fun. Go wild with it. Okay? This is just the way that I see fit. Okay? All right? Okay? So now I'm going to go right back with my mozzarella cheese. Okay? Okay? However you want to do it, that's completely up to you. Okay? I mean, it's like I said, it's all gonna melt. So you don't have to worry about that. Alright, so now we'll go back with a little bit of ricotta cheese. I dropped it. Hey, it's all gonna melt anyway, so no big deal. No, I should have been more careful, but hey, we're actually cooking. So there you go. All right. I might hit it with a little bit more mozzarella. But I promise you, it'll all come out in the wash. All right. So now we'll go back with some more lasagna noodles. And this is actually going to cook down. All right. So you guys don't have to worry about it too tough. You know, and if you want, this is completely up to you. If you want, once you layer it, you can kind of push it down a little bit yourself. All right. So in order to do that, you just push it down. Just push it down just a touch. Now, here's what we can do. Take your spatula and kind of push it down in there. Okay? Because like I said, as these noodles cook, they will sink down. So I think we'll hit it with a little bit more meat sauce. Okay. And we'll top it off. This is probably going to be the top layer because this pan really doesn't hold that much. Okay. Since this is going to be the top layer, it's got to look pretty good. Okay? So, this is what we're doing. We're hitting it with a layer of mozzarella and Parmesan. Okay? All right. There's your mozzarella. And just to make it a little sweeter, there's your Parmesan. Okay. Now, just to satisfy myself, I'm gonna see about trying to cut the ends off of this, because I know it's going to, I know for a fact it's gonna sink down as it cooks. Okay? So, okay, that's one side. Okay, and there's the other. Okay, so now, that is your lasagna. We'll pop it in the oven to cook for roughly an hour 15 minutes. All right, and we'll be back to show you what it looks like. All right, y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back with you. Okay, family, we're back, and the lasagna's been cooking for roughly an hour and a half. And it's been sitting for roughly 20-25 minutes. So now it's time to plate it so you can see exactly what it looks like. Okay, here we go. So what I like to do, I like to cut a nice hearty piece out. And see that? That's beautiful. So now I like to, see that? Okay. Once I've plated it, okay, I like to take some tomato sauce and just go over the top of it. Okay. So I like to take some tomato sauce like this and just go right over the top of it. Okay. Just, there you go, just like that. Okay. And just garnish it with a little bit of parsley flake. Okay. And there you have it. That is your lasagna. As always, if you guys like what you see, give us a big thumbs up and give us a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. It allows more people to see the food that we're creating and what we're making. As always, this is Chef Mike from Southern Soul Cafe, where we put the soul in your bowl. Hey, thanks guys for watching. Peace.